Hello everyone and welcome to RadioCSIRT English Edition, Special Edition Patch Tuesday, November 2025. My name is Mark Frederick Gomez and today is Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. And this is episode 483. Microsoft has released security updates for 63 vulnerabilities in November 2025, including one actively exploited 0-day. The updates cover Windows, Office, Visual Studio, SQL Server, Dynamics 365, Azure Monitor, and multiple kernel components and drivers. Among the 63 vulnerabilities, 5 are rated critical and 58 are rated important. One of the vulnerabilities was confirmed as exploited in the wild before a patch was available. CVE 2025-62215 affects the Windows kernel and is an elevation of privilege flaw. It is rated CVSS 7.8, has low attack complexity, and requires no user interaction. The issue is caused by a race condition in the kernel synchronization of shared resources. An authenticated attacker who wins the race condition can obtain full system privileges. Microsoft Threat Intelligence confirmed real-world exploitation of this kernel flaw. Because of the low complexity and clear exploit pattern, public proof of concept code is expected within 10 days. Immediate patching of CVE 2025-62215 is strongly recommended across all Windows environments. Treat this as top priority in your patch window. CVE 2025-60724 impacts the GDI Plus graphics component and is a heap-based buffer overflow. It allows remote code execution without authentication and carries a CVSS score of 9.8. Exploitation can occur when a user opens a document containing a crafted image or server-side via image upload processing. The risk of weaponization is high due to the ubiquity of GDI+. Patch GDI+ immediately on workstations and on servers that process uploaded images or documents. Mark this remediation as priority 2. CVE 2025-62199 is an office use after free that leads to code execution when a malicious document is opened. This vulnerability is CVSS 7.8 with low complexity but requiring user interaction. Expect phishing campaigns to adapt quickly to weaponize this office flaw. Deploy Office updates broadly and reinforce email gateway protections. CVE 2025-60716 affects the DirectX Graphics Kernel and is a local privilege escalation via use after free. It is rated CVSS 7.0 and requires winning a timing condition to escalate to system. Although exploitation complexity is high, the impact of a successful exploit is total host compromise. Apply this patch promptly on interactive systems and on hosts providing RDP or graphical services. CVE 2025-62214 targets Visual Studio through the Copilot chat extension and enables AI command injection. This flaw is CVSS 6.7 and requires multiple attacker steps including prompt manipulation and build execution. Risk is low for widespread abuse, but the vulnerability highlights new attack surfaces in AI-assisted development. Patch developer environments and review CI/CD policies regarding untrusted inputs. CVE 2025-30398 affects Nuance PowerScribe 360 and allows unauthenticated information disclosure via an exposed API. It is rated CVSS 8.1 and poses critical confidentiality risk, especially for medical deployments. If PowerScribe instances are internet exposed, treat this as an immediate remediation priority. Restrict network exposure and apply the vendor patch without delay. Microsoft has also flagged several important vulnerabilities as exploitation more likely. Notable examples include CEIP service, EoP CVE 25.59512, CSC service, EoP CVE 25.60705, and 3 WinSock driver EoPs, CVE 2025-60719, CVE 2025-62217, and CVE 2025-62213. These local elevation flaws are attractive post-compromise tools and are commonly integrated into exploitation frameworks. Expect public proof of concept development within weeks and prioritize the remediation across workstations and servers. This month marks the first extended security update cycle for Windows 10. Systems not enrolled in ESU no longer receive regular security patches. Microsoft released an out-of-bound fix for ESU enrollment issues. Verify ESU coverage for any remaining Windows 10 hosts, or accelerate migration to Windows 11. Unpatched Windows 10 systems are a high-risk asset. Other vendors released notable updates in November 2025. Adobe patched multiple Creative Suite components. Cisco patched ASA and Identity Services. Fortinet updated FortiOS. SAP fixed a hard-coded credential in SQL Anywhere Monitor. QNAP issued firmware for 7 exploited 0 days. And Runcy fixed container escape issues. Include these third-party patches in your same patch management window to reduce overall exposure. Container runtimes and network appliances are common lateral movement enablers. Operational recommendations. First, deploy the CVE 2025-62215 fix immediately across all Windows platforms. Second, patch GDI+, Office, PowerScribe, and RRAS components with high urgency, especially where services are externally reachable. Update IDS and IPS signatures now. Cisco Talos published Snort Rules 65496 through 65510 and Snort 3 Rules 301,000, 343 through 301,348. Update EDR detections and correlate kernel-related events, and win 32K activity to detect possible race condition exploits. Validate ESU enrollment for Windows 10 and enforce migration planning where ESU is not in place. Monitor exploit release channels closely for GDI+, Office, and WinSock proof of concept code. By applying these updates and tightening detection capabilities, defenders will reduce exposure to active and emerging threats. This Patch Tuesday confirms that kernel privilege escalations and document-based RCE vectors remain primary targets for attackers. And that's the end of this special edition. I hope it provided clear and useful information. All open source intelligence sources used for this episode are available on RadioCSIRT.com as well as in the episode description. And if you're a new listener, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. You can share your feedback by email at RadioCSIRT@gmail.com. See you tomorrow for a new episode. Until then, don't think, just patch. Sending you much love. See you tomorrow.